In tonight's headlines, the Office of the Music Ambassador searches for Belize's best DJ, a new school is built in Chunox Village, and the Ministry of Education launches its new strategy to improve literacy. These stories and more on this week's edition of Belize Now. Thanks for joining us on this Friday, February 23rd, 2018. I am Erin Guzman. The Office of the Music Ambassador is hosting a countrywide DJ competition to name a national champion. The winner will walk away with a $5,000 cash prize and a fully funded opportunity to perform at a popular event in New York City. Our Belize Now team attended one of the stops to learn more. Janelle Rodriguez has the story.
Have an important and somewhat difficult task. They control the music, set the mood, and can therefore influence the energy of the crowd. Being a DJ is more than a job or some hobby. It is a technical skill, and there is an art to mastering it. Recognizing the significance of DJs as artists, the Office of the Music Ambassador, in collaboration with the National Institute of Culture and History, NICH, Belize Now, Quick Stop Finance Center, Digicel, and Wave Radio, is hosting a national DJ competition to find the best of its kind in Belize. The music ambassador told us more.
It is a technical skill competition. It is not a song clash. I want to cuss you out and play one song and try to get the hype from the crowd. It is a technical skill competition because, again, we want the next wave of DJs that could perform anywhere outside of Belize, could perform for any audience in Belize.
And what demonstrates that level of versatility? Father Stone from Stone Jam Records, who has built a career in DJing, told us that while the art of DJing has shifted from scratching records to using computers, the skills it takes to make a DJ exceptional remains the same.
It's a love of the music, that's the first thing. You have to really love music. You have to in for it for the love, it's not for the like. You gotta love it.
Watch out! Tonight, you wanna dance tonight. Yeah! Tonight, you wanna move tonight. You ready to party? It's time to party.
This is a skill competition, and so what this does is bring out the best transition of music, different genre of music, for all the DJs to shift from one genre to the next genre. It takes a little skill, and so that is what really good about this competition.
The preliminary competitions started off in Stan Creek, followed by Punta Gorda and Cayo District. It will later take place in Corozal, Orange Walk, Belize City, and the Keys. The music ambassador said that from the first round in the competition, he recognized the abundance of talent in Belize.
After we went to Dangriga, we saw that these guys were ready and, not amateur. This is a bit different. There's no one coming up there in this DJ championship that doesn't know what they're doing. These guys know what they're doing. So we are calling it now the district preliminaries, because what happens is we're going throughout the entire country to each district.
And what motivates this nationwide search for new talent?
When I was growing up, I was obsessed with music, and so my first hero was the DJ. Because that's the person that got the party started. That's the like that. He was like a star. He was like a celebrity.
Indeed, a DJ can make or break an event and is therefore a critical part of the music business. But what exactly makes a good DJ?
A couple of things. His style of music, his creativity, understanding the audience and pleasing his audience. pleasing the crowd. When you in our zone and you say shucks, everybody up on the dance floor just stay. Have our time, you know, just go and go that thing. And
a DJ is someone that hypes up the people and hype the people till the end. I mean, I like a DJ where make I dance the whole night till I get tired.
As long as they can mix, then it really matter which, like I like song selection, but if you can't blend it together properly and have them quarrel with each other, like how we saying, when they talk to each other, like, you know, when songs they quarrel with each other, you know what I mean?
Think about the energy we bring to the crowd. I mean, if you could get the crowd hype or mellow the crowd or control the vibe of the crowd, I think that one of the essentials of what makes a DJ, especially in a Belize, because, you know, we vibe on energy, so.
We want the DJ that is the most versatile, and all of these things that they're looking at, looping, the voice, you know, the transitioning, the knowledge of equipment, the knowledge of music, these are all things that go into being a DJ. You can't just get a mixer and call yourself DJ Y and you don't DJ. Like, you have to be skilled, as with anything. So while we're not dismissing anyone and we encourage everyone, this is to find out who is the best, who has the talent, who has that greatness that just needed to be discovered by way of this platform.
While there are various factors that may separate an exceptional DJ from an average one, Father Stone emphasizes that it must always be treated as a business venture.
Take the craft very, very seriously. Always look at it as a business. It's not for the fun, for girls, for popularity. Take it as a business. And once you take it as a business, you'll reach to the top.
Jarell Lacey, who was in Belmopan to witness the competition, has grasped that concept from a very young age.
My DJ name is Junior Dre.
Why do you want to be a DJ?
To make music and get rich.
We need to find the next DJs, the next Father Stone, the next, you know, the next Kenny Morgan, the next, you know, the next DJ Dollar, the next, whoever you think is that person. We need to invest in, encourage the next generation.
In pop culture, major events, TV shows, and even intimate gatherings, we are hearing and seeing more DJs than ever. They are selling out venues, going on tours, and even collaborating with various artists.
the music talk a lot with its soul.
DJs are artists. DJs are the most critical part of the music business, or one of the most critical parts of the music business. You have DJs like Calvin Harris making $250 million for residencies in Las Vegas. So there's no DJ with, there's no music business without the DJ, and vice versa.
The competition will culminate in Belize City, with all the winners from the various districts competing head-to-head. In addition to a cash prize, the winner will also receive a round-trip ticket to New York to DJ at Carnival Belize. And for those who may not come out on top, there are still other opportunities that they may access. This includes a Digicel Viewer's Choice Award that will enable Digicel customers to text in and vote for the DJ that they think is best.
Even if they don't advance to the finals, they still will get that nationwide recognition, and it's an opportunity where people might see them and say, wow, I'm a like him, I'm a think him if I win. You know, I could hire for this thing, what would I do?
The Office of the Music Ambassador has recently created an online platform for the new generation of musicians to be heard. And now a platform has been created for the new generation of DJs to be discovered. For Belize Now, I am Jarell Rodriguez.
The competition will be in Corozal and Orange Walk this weekend and then makes its way to Belize City and San Pedro next weekend. You can follow the Office of the Music Ambassador on Facebook for more information. On Tuesday, February 20th, An official ceremony was held to launch the project, reducing carbon footprints in San Ignacio and 5 surrounding areas in the Cayo District. Honorable Dr. Omar Figueroa, Minister of State with responsibility for fisheries, forestry, and sustainable development, told us the significance of the project.
You know, across the planet, it's becoming evident year after year that we're living in a changing climate. And small countries like Belize are forced to adapt to the devastating impacts of climate change. Even though we don't contribute to the problem, we have to deal with the problem that climate change is. So what this project does really, it helps Belize build our own resilience. It helps us adapt to the devastating impacts of climate change.
The project has 2 components. The first is a light-emitting diode LED street lighting project, which aims to replace the old street lights all over San Ignacio with 1,000 efficient and longer-lasting LED fixtures. Minister Figueroa told us more.
The other component, of course, is the transitioning from the old inefficient lights that we have across San Ignacio to the highly efficient and brighter LED lights. So these lights are far more efficient. They will represent significant savings to the government and people of Belize. They will be brighter and they will last longer. And we have enough lights for the entire San Ignacio area, including the surrounding communities of Mosquitoville, Boyton, Charville, Contiki, we have Trenchtown, we have Santiago Juan. So we've done the count, and all the streets in this part of the country will be lit with LED lights.
The second component of the project is the construction of the Cayo North Recourse and Resilience Center, a multi-purpose community center to be constructed at the Victor Galvez Stadium. While the facility will serve as a low-emission community center, it will also serve as a hurricane shelter.
Because it is designed in such a way, it will have its own energy resources and water. So if there is an emergency where the main power from the transmission line goes down, the building will still be able to operate from not only from having its own water, its own power, but also its own communication system. So those are areas that the building itself will be of benefit to the community.
In times of natural disasters, like the DPM said, we have to move our people to schools to use as hurricane shelters. Now what we will have here is a building that will be self-sustained. It will have its own solar power, it will have its own water system. So in the event of a natural disaster, if light and water were to be cut out from this building, it will still remain functional. So the people that move into this building will still be able to take a shower, to cook, and to survive during this time.
The overall objective of the project is to reduce the carbon footprint and improve lives in San Ignacio. We'll have more stories after the break. Stay with us.
When they see you, they see who they want to be. They see success. They see determination. They see achievement. They see challenges. They see strength. They see fun. They see caring. They see yesterday, and they see tomorrow. When they see you, they see themselves. So what will they see if they don't see you? Belize needs big men, and big men teach.
Apply today. For more information, including scholarship opportunities, visit teachbelize.org.
Villagers of San Luis celebrated the inauguration of their brand new school building on Thursday, February 15. Our Belize Now team traveled to the Orange Walk district for the celebration. Here's more.
There was no shortage of thanks or delight in San Luis Village in the Orange Walk district as ministers, government officials, teachers, students, and residents gathered outside the newly constructed San Luis Roman Catholic Primary School building to officially inaugurate it. Speaking at the event, Minister of Economic Development, Honorable Erwin Contreras, said the inauguration demonstrates the government's unwavering commitment to its sustainable development goal of providing quality education for all.
Today, you are witnesses to another historic milestone achievement by the government of Belize, aimed at positively impacting you to fulfill your dreams. The school project is aimed at increasing greater access and providing enhanced education, quality education for students in a newly spacious and conducive learning environment here in the Chunox District. As a visionary government, we're providing opportunities to students to acquire a quality education in a better learning environment equipped with solutions that are practical and sustainable and that uniquely respond to their development needs.
The project comes courtesy a grant of just under $1.2 million Belize dollars from the Caribbean Development Bank through the Basic Needs Trust Fund 8 program, with counterpart funding from the government of Belize and St. Louis Village. For the implementing agency, the Social Investment Fund, this is a testament to their mission of breaking the cycle of poverty.
It's a place where learning environment can improve, where the students of this village and surrounding areas can be molded to contribute to our country, and by extension, delivering each one of them, along with their families and friends, out of poverty.
Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Deborah Domingo, says the new building is a step in the right direction and will complement its efforts to improve and expand access.
One of the things we want to do as a ministry is to consider the linkages between the provision of these facilities, the training offered by SIF, and how students perform on our literacy tests to be implemented shortly at the Standard 1 level, and of course down the road in terms of what our students are doing at the end of primary school.
For Area Representative Honorable Gaspar Vega, this school building is just another accomplishment on the list of achievements for the small village of 258 residents.
In this community, just about 5 years ago, we were inaugurating a portable water system for this community. In this community, in 2008, there were about 3 or 4 lampposts that had lights. And today, I think this community has the highest percentage of lighted posts in the village compared to any other village. This village has been successful in lighting up their football field, has been successful in having distribution of house lots for the community. And that is what makes me so proud about this village.
Residents of St. Louis Village also shared their delight to have the new school building erected in their home.
Pues alegre, contenta porque los niños pueden disfrutar algo mejor. Pues bien, porque ahora ellos tienen más oportunidades para aprender, hay más espacio, hay unos computers, hay cosas donde ellos pueden aprender nuevas cosas y aprender algo mejor.
I am grateful, we are grateful for this new project because in this building we not only got a school, but we got a hurricane shelter for the whole village. That's why it's very important for us, because in the past we don't have any hurricane shelter. Now this is a multi-purpose building. It's for school and it's for shelter, so we are very happy for it.
The building houses 4 classrooms equipped with dry erase boards and fire extinguishers, a computer room with a network of 19 computers, an all-in-one printer and a projector, an office for the principal also equipped with a computer and printer, male and female bathrooms, a storage room, access ramps for children with diverse abilities, and a rehabilitated fence. A solar system has also been included in the structure to help reduce electricity costs. For Belize Now, I am Janelle Mencias.
Monday, February 19, marked the launch of the Ministry of Education's Literacy as a National Priority campaign under the theme Literacy, an Essential Skill for Social Participation. The campaign promotes literacy as an essential tool for success and reaffirms the ministry's commitment to improving literacy in schools.
Literacy is very, very important to our country, as you've heard. And in fact, while the ministry and some of its partners have long been working at it, we need to be doing more. And so I prefer to look at it as a kind of re-energizing of the concept of literacy.
Today we are recommitting with a more strategic plan in mind to ensure that students are reading at their grade level. One might say that literacy is already the responsibility of the Ministry of Education. And that is true. But today we are recommitting our efforts with all our partners to ensure that literacy is a reality for all our students.
Low literacy rates contribute to national development problems as described by consultant with the Ministry of Education, Dr. Rose Bradley.
At-risk indicators or signs of children's disengagement with or at school are manifested by a high rate of absences, aggressive behavior, poor social skills, and/or poor academic performance. Students who are more likely to drop out or complete primary education without meeting the minimum standard requirement exhibit one or more of these behaviors. School dropout and low levels of education resulting in a lack of skills for employment and full social participation in the democratic process are concerns not only for those affected, but concerns all of us. For these issues are directly related to the level of poverty and crime and violence in our country.
Dr. Bradley further explained the work already being done to improve literacy instruction in 13 schools.
All lower division classrooms within the 13 schools now have a classroom library with age-appropriate picture books, chapter books, and leveled readers to accommodate small, guided reading groups and independent reading. Additionally, teachers are receiving continuous on-the-job training and support from the coordinators to help improve the teaching of language and literacy. More teachers understand the value of reading to students and are encouraged to read to students, model and teach reading strategies, engage students in critical thinking conversations as they teach word attack skills and vocabulary through reading and writing across subject areas.
A milestone achievement of the ministry is the introduction of a reading assessment which focuses on reading fluency and comprehension, both of which will be used to measure the success of the intervention. The results of the test will be utilized to design targeted instruction to meet the needs of individual students.
By the end of Standard 1, every single child in this country, every single Standard 1 child will either be reading at grade level or will be getting the help that they need. Because we cannot say this child cannot read and there's nothing we can do about it. Because we know better than that. We know what to do.
Stay tuned for more stories after the break.
Thanks in part to the government of Belize, since 2014, over 150 communities and over 3,500 households have gained access to safe, reliable, and affordable electricity through Belize Electricity Limited Revitalized System Expansion Project. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home those heavy buckets. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand like pipe instead of a nasty bucket like before. See today, life is better with water than life.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, along with the Immigration and Nationality Department and the Office of the United Nations Commissioner for Human Rights, embarked on the process for the preparation of national reports under the International Convention of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination and the International Convention on the Rights of All Migrant Workers and Members of Their Families. A 3-day treaty body capacity building workshop for Belize state officials was held from February 20th to February 22nd, ahead of the 2 reports that Belize is internationally obliged to submit under the 2 conventions this year. We were at the opening ceremony on Tuesday.
Once a state ratifies the treaty, it has its legal obligation to report periodically to the Independent Expert Committee under the treaty body. The committee in turn provides recommendations how the state can improve the human rights on the ground. Reporting is one part of a larger cycle, which includes follow-up to the committee's recommendation, which ultimately can lead to improved implementation of the obligation set out in the treaty. One serves the others. So put it simply, reporting is essential to advance human rights.
It's how can we make synergies so that state parties give us more information and the information we need in order to help them improve on their strengths and on what they're doing to eliminate racial discrimination. What kind of issues, what kind of data, what kind of bodies should be helping them, how could they create synergies, what kind of information we need and why.
We signed on to this convention, and for us the treaty reporting is very key to us continuing down that road. So the participants that are here today and that will be basically sharing the workshop for the next 3 days, learning about the reporting mechanisms and about how we can benefit and about setting us on the right path is very key for us and for our development.
The objective of the workshop was to provide state officials with an overview of the United Nations International Human Rights System and the functions of the treaty bodies. Participants engaged in meaningful discussions on Belize's opportunities and challenges in the implementations of these 2 conventions. Belize's roadmap for the upcoming reports was also discussed during the workshop. Human rights treaty bodies are the committees of independent experts that review reports and monitor implementation by state parties to the United Nations and their application of the provisions of the core human rights treaties. On Friday, February 16, 2018, an official ceremony was held to inaugurate a new polyclinic in Chunox Village, Cayo District. The completion of the Chunox Polyclinic project, valued just under $1 million Belize dollars, was funded through a loan from the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, with counterpart funding from government. The new polyclinic will improve primary health care access, thereby reducing maternal and child morbidity and mortality, waterborne, foodborne, and vector-borne diseases, communicable and non-communicable diseases, including early detection and prevention of certain health conditions, thus making critical achievements improving the quality of health of men, women, and children of Chunox, Progreso, Sartaneja, Copperbank, Little Belize, Fireborn, and Newland, and other surrounding communities. And that's it for this edition of Belize Now. If you want to provide feedback or send in your comments, please feel free to email us at info@pressoffice.gov.bz or visit our Facebook page and let us know what you think. We look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week. Until next time.